From the heart of the city to the edge of the world, telling stories of black kings and queens.
It's Utah, baby.
Every topic, every voice, like a new kind of pearl. Shining light on truths to make the future swirl. It's real talk, baby. El Frank and Shy Blue coming through, baby. Real topics, real stuff for the people, baby. Buckle up and let's roll with real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. It's you talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby.
It's Utah, baby. Hi, brother.
What's good, sis? What's happening? What's happening? It's another night, another Monday night is here. Another episode of Real Talk is on the air, and we got a special edition. This is the Winning at the Game of Life edition. So we'll get into that. But first things first, you know how we do. You know how we start every show. Ain't no us.
Without you, baby.
Without you, baby. Oh, yeah. Real Talk family, what's good? What's going on? We got a special show tonight. We are going to get into some business. We're going to get into some good stuff tonight. It's going to help.
Yes.
Real informative stuff. But first and foremost, y'all know what I got to do. Can't do no show without doing them. Shout outs. Got to do the shout outs. I got to show the love. First shout out of the night, as always, goes to the man, the myth, the legend, the creator, and the proprietor of U-Talk and the U-Talk Network himself, my little brother, your big brother, our brother, the one and only D. Shouts out to D. You know he eating right now. D always eating, so.
He always eating.
And don't gain no weight.
I gotta get a nickname for D. I gotta get one.
Absolutely. Second shout out of the night, as always, has to go to the man behind all of the technicals that keeps everything in proper working condition. The one and the only Mr. Marquise Judge, KJ Productions in the building. Thank you, Marquise, for all that you do.
Thank you, Marquise.
Absolutely. Third shout out of the night, as always, has to go to the man behind the designs and the merchandise that keeps us looking good and it's going to have everybody else looking good. And be on the lookout for that Lloyd Bernard. It's coming. That Lloyd Bernard clothing line is fitting to drop. Be on the lookout. Our guy.
He's supposed to be sending me some stuff, so I can't wait to see it because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I talked with him over the weekend. Because I got stuff coming, and he told me he got some stuff coming to you, so get ready. You're going to be rocking.
Okay,
but
cool.
The one and only, our guy, the man of many names. I'm going to be good tonight. I ain't going to put him out like that. I'm going to give his government name, Mr. Joseph Bernard, JB, our brother. Thank you for what you do. Fourth and final shot, well, not final, but fourth shout out of the night, rather, goes to the viewing audience. Everybody watching us live, everybody that's going to watch the rewatch, everybody that's watching us on the U-Talk app. As I said before, if you was watching the recap yesterday, get that U-Talk app, U-Talk podcast. Listen, real quick, Shy.
Yes.
I saw you had put the other day that, that the notifications kept going off. It was jumping up in there for that football
Y'all was
game.
like big kids up in there arguing back and forth. My phone was just going off. I was like, what is going on?
It was war. And we was all on the same page.
It was coming mainly from you.
Oh, yeah, I'm a shit starter. I ain't going to even lie. I'm a shit starter, but I'll let it be known. But get the U-Talk app. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sis.
But that was my first time really seeing you guys like go at it, So when I was reading, I was like, yo, it really goes down. Like, y'all really be at each other for real. Like, that's crazy.
And that's all behind the same team. So imagine when everybody goes at it. But get that U-Talk podcast app that way, because YouTube is always tripping. YouTube does not, for whatever reason, like to give the notifications, but that app gives the notifications. Mine went off on my phone. It even has a countdown to let you know when the show is going to start. So shouts out to everybody for that. No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
And my final shout out of the night, as always, has to go to my shotgun pop. Whichever, I always get it wrong. But no,
You gotta
I'm gonna
point
do it
the
like
other
that.
way, bro.
This way. See, I got the mirror thing going, but
Yes.
either which way, they get it. You, sis, riding shotgun with me on all these shows that we be doing. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for the energy and everything that you bring to the show.
Of
Can't do it without
course. Thank you, bro.
Absolutely.
And I thank
No
you
doubt.
as well for having me.
No doubt about it.
I
No doubt
appreciate
about
it.
it. So, you know what? We're gonna get into it, but real quick, sis, what's been happening with you? How you been?
My week been good. Everything's just been flowing. I just feel honestly, I feel like I'm at a standstill right now. I feel like I'm going through like a breakthrough or something. I don't know, but I feel like it's just quiet. It's like really quiet for me right now, you know, because usually when it's quiet, it's usually like the quiet before the storm. But I don't feel like that. I feel like so many blessings is just about to start, and I can't wait for it. I feel it, you know. So yeah, I'm just preparing for my baby to leave me, you know. So, but I'm excited. I'm just excited about the next chapter in my life. Put it that way. So
Absolutely.
I'm good. I'm happy.
New opportunities and new horizons. So
Yeah,
that's a beautiful thing. That's definitely a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. Hey, Dre.
Dre, what's good? What's good? And of course, Joseph Bernard in the building. What's up, my brother? So, sis, we're gonna go ahead on and let's get this thing. We're gonna get this thing started. We have a special guest.
Okay.
He's a credit expert, credit repair expert. He's gonna drop a lot of gems. And look, I'm very transparent. I know you're very transparent. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We all got stuff on our credit that needs to be fixed. We all got stuff we can improve upon. And our guest tonight, we thank him for taking time out of his busy schedule to chop it up with us. He's going to be here giving us a lot of details and a lot of information that just might get our credit scores up. And we're going to let him promote what he has and whatever services he has, give you, the viewing audience, an opportunity to join up and roll with him. So without further ado. Go ahead.
Before you bring him in, it's kind of funny because we was talking about this, I believe, like 2 weeks ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, in one of our episodes about red flags and green flags. Remember? And one of the red flags that I mentioned, and other people were actually mentioning, was when you deal with someone that has bad credit, you know. And a lot of people were basically saying no. I mean, there was a few that said, yes, I would deal with someone bad credit. I'll just help them fix it. But in today's society, it's like, whose credit is really great? Like with everything going on, like, you know, people are not getting paid what they're supposed to at work, and we're struggling on even paying bills, you know? So a lot of us kind of fell short on keeping a good score if we even had it prior. So I think this is a great show, and I think we're really going to need that tonight. It might help a couple of relationships.
Absolutely.
You know, honestly. Absolutely. So I am excited about tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, we're going to get into it. It's going to be a plethora of information. You know, I've been going back and forth with him for a couple of weeks, kind of talking a little bit. And I mean, I'm excited, and I just got a sample size. So without further ado, let's bring our guests to the forefront, to the front of the congregation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage. And you know, I got to put them on another level. Credit repair extraordinaire. I'm gonna call it like it is. This is me. This is L. Frank doing right here. Credit repair extraordinaire. That got a good ring to it, huh? Hey, give it up, y'all. Mr. Antoine Paden. What's up, sir?
Hey, man, appreciate the introduction, bro.
I know that was nice, wasn't it, Antoine?
Extraordinary. I say, okay, I gotta bring it now.
He's good with it.
Hey, trademark that. And like I say, you know, trademark it. Just send a little cash out my way since I can't. But hey, I'll just play it.
We're gonna look out for you.
No doubt. No, all jokes aside, brother. Thank you for joining the show. Go ahead, Shy.
No, you're good. So Antoine, I guess tell our listeners a bit about your background and like what led you into the world of credit and finance.
Okay, well, I was always business savvy. I really didn't want to work for nobody, but I did it because I had to pay the bills, you know. So I was always business savvy. I went to school at a community college here in Greenville, South Carolina, and took up business. First, I took up something when it comes to technology. I didn't care for it, so I took up business administration. And I felt it was my passion when it came to business. But even though I did that and graduated, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. But by the grace of God, I was needing my credit fixed around 2016. And I spoke with somebody about it, and he said, "Hey, man, you might as well join my team." He had his own company, and I joined this team, and I fell in love with it to where I was able to fix my credit and fix my coworkers' credit and everybody's credit around me. And that thing just took me up out of the workforce and started my own business. So I done helped over 1,000 people. I helped over 1,000 people to this day, and helped over so many people get houses. So it's just been a blessing.
Really? Most wow, that says a lot about you. So what's one misconception about credit that you hear all the time?
Man, it's going to take forever to get fixed. It's going to take, like Larry said earlier, it's going to take 7 years to get off my credit. That's so not true. You know, if you have something on your credit, you can get it fixed in a short amount of time frame, for sure.
Okay.
So, Antoine, I know that part of the credit repair process is you have to go through the laws, and there are different guidelines and stuff like that. Can you kind of touch upon, the laws as far as the accessibility of the laws and how that impacts being able to get something deleted or corrected for those who may not know?
Most definitely. Well, we got something called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which lets you know that all consumers can dispute anything that looks negative or that looks fraudulent on your credit report. And that's anybody that has a credit score in the United States of America. So according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you can do that. Now, when it comes to being an expert, you have some states that qualify you to get your certifications, such as this state right here in South Carolina. You have to get your certifications, which is not that much. I mean, it's a little over $100, and it takes you a month or so to do it. But after you do that, then you'll be a certified credit repair expert to where you can be able to help others get their credit situated. Now, some states don't require that, so you just have to look and see which state require that and which one don't.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Larry.
Oh, yeah, real quick. So as far as identifying, when you start looking at things that need to be fixed on credit, what determines the biggest, I guess you could say, what determines the biggest change on a credit report? I mean, I've heard stuff that's inaccurate, stuff that's not verified. How do you go about, getting through all of that to get something deleted to where it can boost your score up?
So what you want to do is look at, and people who listening to this, you can look at it's called the free annualcreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com, which it'll let you look at everything that's on your credit profile. Everything that may be negative, like late payments, collections, inquiries, repos, whatever. That'll show you all that. Now, I think you had asked what impacts your scores the most. What impacts your scores the most is late payments. They impact your score by 35%. And when just because it says 35%, don't get it twisted. We're talking about 50 to 100 points decrease. So your score can drop just by one late payment. Okay, so that's why I tell people to make sure that you're paying your bills on time. And not only that, if you gotta set up a reminder or let's say you don't have the money to pay it on time right away, talk to them and say, hey, can I pay partial payment this day or make a partial payment that day? Now, let me tell you this. If you make a partial payment, they cannot report it late on your credit profile. If you make a partial payment, they cannot report it late on your credit profile. A lot of people
really. This is my first time ever hearing this. Ever.
For sure. So a lot of people don't know that. So
$5-10 on stuff.
Yeah, now they might not take $5 to $10, but but for sure, like if you make a payment on there, they can report it late. So make sure you just work out a deal with them, because that's really impact your scores the most. And also the credit card usage. I have so many clients that max out their credit cards. So I tell them, as long as you keep your credit cards below, I know people say below 30%. I say keep it around the 10 to 15% range every single month. I talk about your balance versus your credit card utilization. So, for example, if you have $100 credit card, credit card limit, you want to keep it around $10 to $20 every single month. You know what I mean? Because once it report on your credit profile, that's going to shoot your credit score up by itself just by keeping a low balance on there. And that's what I tell people. I have over 25 to 30 credit cards. It's a game, but you just got to know how to use it. And I have a reminder to help set you up, that help remind you, okay, pay this on time, or pay this 5 to 10 days before the due date, so you can know what you got to pay. Things of that nature.
Got you. Now, what is the difference between a soft and a hard inquiry?
Okay, so the soft inquiry is what company use to verify if you get pre-approved or not. The soft inquiry does not affect your credit score at all. So they're just looking like a company have a system that'll scan your profile to see if you get approved or not, or they're checking your background. When it comes to a hard inquiry, that's you applying for something, and it's going to be an inquiry on your credit profile. So that's kind of like the difference between that. You have companies that can do a soft inquiries. You have some companies that can't do soft inquiries. So you just got to know, or you just have to ask and educate yourself. Okay, do y'all do soft inquiries or hard inquiries? Because if you do soft inquiries, let's see if I get pre-qualified before I actually go through and applying for what I'm trying to apply.
Okay, so if I'm like shopping for a car and I'm like, filling out all these applications and I was getting pre-approved, that's not going to affect me too much. That's going to be still considered a soft, or would that be considered a hard?
That's correct. Yeah, it'll still be considered a soft. Now, it'll be a hard inquiry when you go into them dealerships and you have them salesmen. And I'll be telling people, when they say they want to pull your credit, make sure they just doing it one or no more than 3 times. Because you have some of these dealerships that'll pull your credit score 20 to 30 times.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah, you will have 20 to 30 inquiries because they don't care about your credit profile. All they want you to do is get approved for any companies that approve you, so they can get their commission check. Okay, so that's why they pulling your stuff 20 to 30 times, because all they care about is getting the commission check and seeing who gonna approve you. Because you got them 20, you got about 19 companies that done denied you and not gonna approve you, but that one company will. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why you really want. It's best to go to a credit union. It's best to go to a credit union when you're trying to apply for a vehicle, because they're not going to pull your credit 100 times.
Right.
They would just pull it one time and let you know if you get approved or not.
Gotcha.
And if you go through the credit union, you're coming in there with your own finance, and you're coming in there, you're going to get a better rate. Because here's my thing. And I want to get back, and I love that you just brought that up, because I think we've all fell victim to that when car shopping. They'll say, well, let's see what kind of numbers we can find for you. We'll pull your credit. But they neglect to tell you that they're running it through so many credit companies.
Yes.
And here's the thing.
You got some of them that are lying, say, we just gonna do it one time. Yeah, right.
Yes.
I've had it happen. But Antoine, when that happens, I assume that because you only authorized, say like you go to a Ford dealership, say, look, I want you to Ford Motor Credit, run my credit. But if they go to like Ally and all these different banks, I'm assuming that you can get that deleted because you didn't authorize those other 9 or 10, correct?
Exactly. And that's why I deleted so fast, bro, just because what you just said. I deleted so fast, and that's why a lot of people come to me. You just got to know how to play the game. You got to know the wording to use on that, for sure.
Now, each deletion, real quick, let's say you go and they run 12 different inquiries and you get approved with one. You have the loan that you've already gotten, it's approved with one company. The other 12 or 11, whatever companies, each deletion is worth how much of a rise in your credit score? How many points per deletion?
Great question. Inquiries only affect your score about 10%. So
Okay.
inquiry deletion, just one inquiry deletion gonna give you about 2 points, maybe 3 points. So, but
Gotcha.
if you get 10 deleted, 2 times 10, you're talking about 20 points. So
Yeah.
it's not that much, but it is a lot when you have a lot of inquiries on your credit for sure.
Right,
Now,
right.
because I noticed when I had checked my credit last, because like I said, I just purchased a car like maybe 3 months ago, and
Mhm.
a lot of the increase was like repeated. It was like the same one. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was something that I was really confused about because I'm like, why is it
Right.
doing it again? I didn't know
Yeah,
if that was
and I'm not, and I really don't know why it would be the same exact type of inquiry, but
yeah.
they got their own way of doing things to see if you get approved for something for sure. So yeah.
Yeah. So why do you think there's so many people struggling or struggle to understand or manage their credit? Like, what do you think is the
Okay.
reason?
The main reason is just like any other reason, they fail to educate themselves, or they may think it's too hard to understand when it's not hard at all. All you have to do is know the 5 factors that affect your credit score. You're talking about the
Okay.
payment history, which is the main thing. You're talking about the credit card usage. You're talking
Okay.
about the mix of credit. The mix of credit is like you don't want to just have just a house payment, but you want to have a house payment with credit card or 1 or 2 credit cards or a car payment. You want to have a mixture of things on there. And you're talking about the inquiries as well. You're talking about that
Okay.
as well. And I'm trying to think of the other one. I'm sorry, just had to break that.
Oh,
But
you good.
yeah,
You
you
No,
have
good.
you're
5 factors.
good. You're good.
Yeah, so, but yeah, look, hey, research it though. Look it up. You'll find it. Just Google what's the 5 factors that affect your score. You'll see it all on there for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Antoine. I'm gonna just take you for all our listeners and for everybody that's watching. I'm gonna put it up right here. The link is up. If you got any questions or anything you want to talk to Antoine directly, y'all know how we do. Hit that link. We'll bring you on. You can ask him your question. Um, Hypothetically speaking, let's say somebody you get in a client, credits down there in the high 4s, low 5s. Let's just say that it's legitimized, like the missed payments were legitimized, or the late payments rather legitimized. The utilization is too high. Credit cards, charge-offs, and stuff like that. Let's just say you get a situation where it's just jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say that they want to clean everything up and get a fresh start. I know every situation is different. People's situation, financial situations are different. It's going to vary timeline wise. But what's an estimate of a random timeline given the worst situation? Is it 6 months to a year, maybe? Is it faster? Is it a little bit more longer? I'm talking dire straits situation. What
I
can
got you.
people in that situation estimate they're looking at?
Right. So, good question. Basically, on the average, you're talking about somebody in the low 500s, around 4 to 5, maybe 6 months. But if you're talking
Oh,
about somebody that have a lot of stuff on their credit, and when I say a lot, I'm talking about 40 to 50 to 100 negative items. I don't see people with 100 negative items on their credit. You're talking about a whole year. Okay. Talking about a whole year, but on the average, it takes about 5 to 6 months, and you can start seeing results as soon as 30 to 35 days. 30 to
oh, wow.
35 days. Okay. And when I say see results, I'm talking about getting stuff deleted legitimately. So the reason, and I'm glad you said that, what if some stuff is accurate on their credit report? You have some companies that are deleted just because they don't want to deal with it, because they don't want to deal
Mhm.
with going back and forth with the consumers disputes. And they say, hey man, he already done paid this off, or it done been late, it done been caught up. So we're just going to delete this. So some companies would do it off of a goodwill deletion. Now you have
Mhm.
some people that have them credit cards, and if they're open, I tell them there's something positive on your credit report. So you really
Mhm.
want to chime in and pay that down as much as possible. I don't care how much it is. We have something. It was a man that talked about the snowball effect, where you can just pay down a little one, and then you have another bigger card that's bigger than the little one. You pay down that one, and then you just pay down the other ones, going up to a snowball effect. But you really want to work on
Mhm.
paying open accounts. But if it's closed, you don't have to pay it down. You can dispute it and get deleted. And a lot of times they delete it because they don't care about it. It's already been closed. If a collection, and I have so much I want to pull out for. If you have a collection agency, do not, you didn't sign no agreement with them. So you don't owe a collection company nothing. So you can easily get that stuff removed. If it's a collection agency, you can easily get it removed because all it was the original creditor then sold your stuff to the collection company, and they're trying to get a little bit more interest by having you pay it. So they'll send you like threats, they'll send you all kind of things to your phone, but you can tell them if they call you on your phone, you can tell them this. You can tell them, I do not reply phone. Please send something to me in writing. It's a way you say it, but it's exactly what you want to say to get them to stop calling your phone.
Like a cease and desist.
Cease and desist. Yeah, cease and desist.
Communication.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you brought up the collection agencies, because them. Pardon this real talk, and we keep it real. So I'm gonna be Larry.
Go ahead, Larry.
Them crooked bastards right here. So let me ask you a question. Can they take you to court? Because I've seen situations where they threaten to take you to court, and people just blow it off, don't go to court. A judgment is rendered, and now it stays on your credit report for something that you don't even have a contract with. But at the same time, I've heard situations where they'll try to take you to court. People have gone to court, their representatives don't show up to court, and it gets thrown out. And it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why I get thrown out, bro. Because it's a scare tactic. They want to scare you to get you to pay, to try to get you to pay them, and that's something that they use to get people to pay them. People will be calling me, "Hey, man, take me to court." And they're not going to take you to court. It's just a scare tactic to get you to make a payment to them, and that way they can be like, "Yeah, we got them, we got that money," and they gonna pay the original credit off. They gonna get their little cut out over this way.
They're just professional scammers.
And real quick, I'll pass it back to Shy. But real quick, I've heard of situations where you may have a credit card, maybe charged off at $1,000, and these crooked bastards will buy it for pennies on the dollar. They might buy it for like $10, and then they'll scare you into paying. They give you a settlement.
And a lot of people will pay that when they ain't gotta pay that. All you gotta do is come to me, baby, and I'm gonna get it off.
And if you pay it, it restarts the statute of limitations, correct? Because
that's right. That's right. Because by you paying it, all you saying is you saying that this is your debt. So by you paying, all you doing is saying is this is your debt. So if you saying and you agreeing that that's your debt, they're gonna then be required by law to pay it. So you don't want to require anything to say that's your debt. For sure.
So what about bankruptcy?
Mm-hmm.
Is it good to file for bankruptcy? Is it not? Because I've heard both sides. I think the most popular one that you hear is the Chapter 7.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Bankruptcies are they are tricky, and I'm telling you, that's one of the most difficult things to get off your credit. You know what I mean? They're very tricky, but when it comes to getting off, now I done had some bankruptcies come off of people's credit, but I can tell you that is the most difficult and from my experience, that's the most difficult thing to do.
So it takes a while to kind of rebuild after that.
Yeah, for sure. It will take a while. When I say a while, I'm talking about 6 months to a year. 6 months to a year.
We got a question in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Sha. Real quick, I just want to get this, and then we'll go back. Question in the chat. D is asking chart prices. How much do you charge?
Okay, good question. So you have some companies that be charging $2,000, $3,000. Man, you don't have to pay all that. You don't have to pay all that. My company, you can do the one-time fee of $500, or you can break it up. You can do $250 one month, $250 the next month, or you can do $100 a month, whichever fits your budget. But you most definitely don't have to pay $2,500 to $3,000. That's a waste of money, I say. My opinion. That's my opinion. You have some people that will pay it, don't mind paying it, but I just don't charge that much. That's just not me. Oh, yeah, I remember that fifth factor. It's the length of credit. The length of credit. How old you had your credit. So that's the last one.
Okay. So how can someone prepare like their credit before applying for like a mortgage or like a big loan? Because I'm looking to purchase a home soon, but I don't know where to start in regards to how good my credit has to be. I mean, I know they have things like first time home buyer programs, things like that, but like where should your credit be, or what are some things to kind of do to prepare your credit for that, for a big purchase like that?
Yeah, congrats on you getting your home. I'm already claiming you go get that thing. That is that's my passion, y'all. That's the main reason why I got involved in credit repair, was to get houses and to help other people get houses.
Yes.
So with that being said, like I stated, you really want to check and see what's on your credit report. It's something called myscoreiq.com.
My score.
myscoreiq.com. It shows you your true FICO scores. Now, your FICO scores is what the lenders are going to use to check your credit report. Now, you do have Vantage scores, which it is a cheaper price or no fee at all. But I would rather for you to pay a small fee, and it'd be like $20 to $30 something a month to check your true FICO scores, so you can see exactly what the lenders will look at before you even walk into the or talk to a mortgage lender.
Okay.
After you check your credit scores at MyScoreIQ, you can choose to dispute it yourself, or you can pay a credit expert like myself to dispute it for you. And once you get it disputed, what you want to do is look at everything that's open on your credit profile. Check and see if you have credit card, a mix of credit like I talked about, and make sure that you're paying it on time and just being on time with your credit profile. And you don't have to check it every single day like most people do. Okay, you can check it. I check mine on the 1st, and I check mine on the 15th. You know, check it 2 times a month, and just making sure you're paying your stuff on time and making sure you have a good mixture of credit. And anything that's negative, it most definitely can be deleted. So myscoreiq.com, check everything from there. Once you get to the 620, 680, 700s, I recommend you get into that 680, 700. That way you will know for sure that you will get approved. But you have some lenders that approve you with a 580, but I don't tell my clients to stop. Don't stop right there. Make sure you get a 680 to 700, or at least a 650. At least get over 650. If you have all three of your scores over 650, that's how you know, okay, I'm ready. Let's get it.
You read my mind, because I was just about to ask you about score goals and stuff like that. And I know it's different because, for the house, you just said, get to that 650, 680 or whatever zone. Cars, what about automobiles? Is there a certain score to try to shoot for out the gate,
The automobiles are more different. I mean, you have some that'll take a 560, 580. But I don't recommend people going that low, because if you have a score that low, all they're gonna do is hit you with that interest rate. You know what I mean? That high interest rate. So I tell people still to get into that 680, 700 ball, or 700 plus, even the 800s. You know what I mean? 800 ball. That way you can know your interest rate gonna be low. You don't even have to worry about putting down a down payment with some of these companies. You can go in there, walk in with without putting down a down payment, and walk in and drive it straight out of there. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So tell me, what role does credit play when applying for business loans? Because I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there, or new entrepreneurs that want to start their business. How important is like having your credit? If you never had a business before, what do they look at?
Yeah, so and you have some, they call it PG in it now. It's called personal guarantee, where they're looking at your personal score still, even if you have a business and have a pretty good stable business, you have some companies, a lot of companies now are still looking at your personal credit profile to see if you can back that up. And I'm gonna tell you, the magic number is a 680 and above. As long as you got that 680 credit score and above, you will most definitely get a small business loan. You can go into these Chase Bank is very good with giving out small business loans. Chase Bank, Truist, and Navy Federal Credit Union.
What was the second one?
Truist. Truist have something a loan called Light Stream that can get you anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 in funding. But you have Navy Federal, you have the pledge loans, you have all kind of loans that can help you out, and just make sure your score is at a 680 or 700 for sure.
Okay.
So let me ask you this: while you're in the credit repair process, let's say we have somebody, we sign up, you go to work for them. Is there a way that as you're doing your magic and working and doing your thing, that the client can check their progress, or do they just have to wait for you to contact and say, hey, you went up 20 points? Is there a way for us to check it ourselves to see how things are going along in the process?
Great question, man. My system like bread and butter, man. It's easy peasy. You have your own portal. You can go in there and see exactly what's going on with your profile. My system actually remind me to update my clients, and it updates them every 30 to 31 days. And once I update them, they'll be able to see what has been deleted in their portal, and they'll be able to see the credit scores and if it has increased or if it has decreased. The only reason why it would decrease if something new negative been on your credit, such as a new late payment or a new collection or maxed out credit cards. Those would be the main things that drop people's score. But as long as we get that stuff deleted and they keep their credit scores around that 10 to 15% range, scores go shoot up like crazy.
Wow. So what's the best financial decision you ever made, Antoine?
The best financial decision I ever made was purchasing a home. And I'm going to tell you why, because even though it's the largest financial decision, but it goes on your credit profile, and it looks good to other people when it comes to giving you a bigger loan or just increasing your credit. So purchasing a home was one of the best financial decisions for sure.
Well, I'm right behind you.
Yeah, you coming? You coming? For sure.
Do you think school? Okay.
No, go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
Do you think schools should teach credit and like personal finance more?
Man, they don't want to teach us that. They know we would have been so advanced in this thing, man. They don't want us to know about credit. And that's why you have some people that be like, man, my mama didn't show me and I didn't know nothing about credit. But now we can't say that. Now we have this technology. We have these books. We have experts all around. There's so many people. Man, I started this credit repair big game in my city. And so many people are now credit experts in my own city. It's crazy now because they seen how it done to me. I took that leap of faith and just trusted in God. My wife said crazy as heck. But I say, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway. And man, it's been lucrative for sure. No doubt.
Maybe you should offer like maybe after school programs at your local schools or something, Antoine.
Yeah, I got to get back involved in that for sure.
Yeah.
I was just telling Larry earlier that I done added on something else called with life insurance, because not only am I going to help you with your credit, but making sure you have life insurance, because man, generational wealth is key for sure.
Yes.
You know, after I get that all the way squared away, I'm going back into them schools, because I started out doing that. You know what I mean? But I done got a little fat. I done got some weight on me. I got a little lazy. So I say, let me get back involved with going into the schools and educating the youth for sure. Because they
absolutely. Because a lot of times, like you said, if we would have known this stuff like years ago when we was growing up, you know, things would be so different. Like I remember having my first cell phone and missing the payment, like, oh, whatever, it's not going to follow me, but it did, you know. And but it's like, if you don't know, how can you teach your kids? And then they graduate, they're in college, and they're making the same mistakes we made. So it's good that we have people like you, you know, helping us now. It's never too late to learn. It's never too late. So again, I appreciate you, Antoine.
Absolutely. And I'm laughing because I've told this story here before when we were talking about business and stuff. When my freshman year of college, when you go in the student union, it's back in 95. Now I'm telling my age, but they had the table set up and they were just like vultures, man. They're looking at all us little young freshmen walking around that fresh meat, you know, hey, come over here, man, come over here, you know, and they got the application used to be on paper and the ink pen and all of that stuff. We filling it out, and next thing I know, man, a couple of weeks later, I get the approval, because back then you didn't get no instant approvals right then and there. You had to mail it off and wait for them to mail you your result.
Wow.
And it was a Discover card.
Yes,
I'll never forget. And I got approved for $1,000 at 18 years old. $1,000 Discover.
You was rich. You was rich.
You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was Jay-Z with a black card. You couldn't tell me nothing. And then it was silver. That Discover card was silver. And I said, man, I'm going to buy some stuff. And I went to the mall and I bought like 3 pairs of Jordans, Polos, Nauticas, all that stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I maxed that shit out. And I thought about, then I got the first statement because nobody told me you had to pay this shit back. So I get the first statement. I'm 18 now. I ain't thinking like that. So I get the statement.
You're thinking like it's free money.
I'm looking like, yeah, y'all fucked up. Y'all shouldn't have gave me this shit. That's how I looked at it. But it's just the idea that, like Shai said, we didn't know. We weren't educated on stuff like this. We didn't know about the utilization. We didn't know about the importance of statement dates and stuff. Oh, speaking of which, I'm glad I thought about that. Can you talk about when you're paying a credit card or any kind of installment loan, the importance of knowing the difference between a reporting date and a statement date as it pertains to your score?
That's correct. So the reporting date, let's say it's due on the 20th. That's when you make the payment on the due date. But the statement that could come out 3 to 4 days later, right? So we tell people, just because you made it on that due date, don't go back out on the next day and run up that credit card number. You really want to wait till that reporting and statement date come out 3 to 4 days or maybe 5 days later, and they will let you know. Yeah, they will let you know, okay, the statement date is here. And once you see that statement date on the month that it is, like it's November, if the statement date on the 25th of November, then don't use it again until after the 25th of November. Okay? So, yeah.
Okay.
Because that's when it reports. And that's when, if you keep it down low, it'll boost. And if you max it or go over utilization, it'll drop.
That's correct. And on the 26th, you can run that credit card up if you want, but make sure you pay it back down.
Right.
Now, if you could give your 20-year-old self one piece of credit advice, what would it have been?
Antoine, pay your bills on time, bro. Pay your bills
so
on
you
time.
know what's paying on time.
yeah, man. I paid it late. I was like, my man, I paid it when I wanted to pay it. Shoot. And that's why I was in the low 500s back in 2016. But glory be to God, I've been at 785 to this day. So I thank God for that. But back then, I would tell myself, man, pay it on time. Pay your bills on time because it looks good. It carries weight when you're doing it.
Now, what's the highest? Is it 800?
850.
850.
850.
The lowest is a 300. And I done had a client. I'd have had a client with a 305 score, and we got his credit up too. I'd have had a client with a 305. 305.
What's
the lowest
is a 300.
300. Yeah.
Shy Petty. I know why you asked that, Shy.
I'm gonna keep it real, Larry. We had somebody on the show that said he had like a 2-something. Was it a 2-something, Larry?
Really?
And we was like, bro, you can't get lower than a 3, bro. You didn't.
No, I don't know what he looking at. I ain't never heard of that.
You know. And we was like a 2. He said like a 245 or something. He said something.
That's funny.
I don't know. But
the scale is from 300 to 850 for sure. Yeah.
So we got a question.
How can someone tell like if there's something shady or wrong with their credit report? Because it's like so much fraud and identity theft. It's like so much going on. Like, how can like someone like, are there any like red flags if you see?
Well, you do have systems. You do have systems that'll alert you if something on your credit profile, such as the one I just named earlier from myscoreiq.com or identityiq.com. Where you can protect your identity with identityiq.com as well. But you do have some that will alert you. But another thing is just checking it on a regular. Like I said, I check mine on the 1st and the 15th of every single month, and just making sure nothing has changed on your credit profile. because you do have things in the black market. You have this black market that'll try to take your information and use it. If you really want to lock your stuff, if your scores is over 700, you want to make sure that your security is locked and things of that nature.
Okay. Yeah, because I think like my bank and things like that. Because I'm gonna download that app though. But I have Navy Federal, and I'm telling you, if anything is fishy, they send me a notification right away. Like, was this you? Did you do this? I mean, I was in Belize, and a lady swiped my card like 3 times, and they ended up freezing my account. So I couldn't even use my card while I was out of the country.
Oh,
It's
man.
good, and then it's kind of like, yo, bro, come on,
Yeah,
you know.
you need something. Yeah.
But yeah, at least I felt protected.
Right, for sure. It's not like being protected, for sure.
So Rebels with a Cause, they said, what if you pay credit card due date early? Do you still wait till after the statement date?
Yes, for sure. Even if you pay it early, which is good, you're paying it, you're getting out of the way, but you really want to wait till after that statement date to where they report it on your credit profile, and it helps shoot your credit score up as long as that balance is low. Because it'll be pointless if you pay it early and you go back and use it, and when that statement date come out, your credit card balance is real high. It's not going to do anything but drop your score. So
wow.
If you pay it early and use it, and when the statement date come out, the balance is high on your credit card, it'll drop your score. So that's why you want to pay it by the due date and don't use it again until after the statement date.
Wow. See, it's like the little things. It's the little things.
No, it's a game.
So how about like with car notes? Should you make an early payment or pay like just more of the car note on the due date? Like say my car note November 15th, right? And should I make say I want to pay like extra 300 or whatever, and I make a payment like on the 5th of November, like, hey, I got some extra cash, let me put this towards my car note, and I paid 300, and then on the actual due date I pay that, or should I just pay more on the due date?
Well, yeah, you can do it either way you want to do it when it comes to that. And paying it early, all it's doing is breaking down your credit card usage. So by not the credit card, but your credit usage. So by paying it early, it's going to bring down the balance on your vehicle, and it's going to help shoot your scores up even more.
It don't do nothing with the interest rate? Does it do something with the interest rate? I heard something about that as well.
Yeah.
Like a breakdown.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Now, you might know something I don't know on that. But yeah, I know by paying the balance down more, it helps shoot your credit score.
Gotcha.
And I think what she was getting at, because I was thinking the same thing, because I have seen online that, let's say, we'll just use some roundabout numbers. Let's say you have a $900 a month car note, but let's say you take that $900 a month car note. Let's say you pay every 2 weeks $450. You cut it in half. I was seeing that that actually cuts down on the interest. Like more money goes to principal because
that's great. That's great info. So I didn't know that. So you want to talk me something on that? That's great info.
Come on, Larry.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, you got to stay ahead of the game.
And that's why it's good. Eye sharpening eye. It's so much stuff with this credit stuff, but as long as you know the basics, man, all you need to know is the basics, and you go win. It's by learning the basics for sure and applying.
Larry, you got that 850, huh?
I don't know. I said I got a 786, but I'm shooting for that 850 for sure.
Larry got that 850 over there by now, huh, Larry?
Oh, yeah, you talking about Larry?
Larry, you talking about? I already told bro. Hey man, I'm gonna come and see you. I got some stuff I need to handle, but but you know what? I'm gonna say it like this. I mean, I think everybody, and I'm gonna put the link up again because we ain't gonna be on here much longer. We're gonna get Antoine out of here. So if y'all got a question, y'all need to hit this link, man. Me and Shy, we trying to catch everything. But hey, if you guys hit that link, man, he's giving you gems. Antoine, while I got the link up right quick, I want to ask you. Let's just go ahead on and just say. You have like for instance, like Shy says she's looking to buy a house. Time frame. What's a good estimated time frame? Like, all right, you know your credit's not where it needs to be, right? You know you want to buy this house down the line. At what point should you start time frame? Like, is there like a 6-month advance, a 1 year advance? How long in advance should you wait? Or should you,
wait to get approved for a house?
Well, to start your credit repair journey. Like if you know your credit is not where it needs to be, like say you want to buy a house, you don't know when you want to buy, you know you want to get it in the near future, next 2-3 years, and you know you need to fix your credit. You know you got to get your score up. At what point, knowing you want to do something in the not too near distant future, should you go ahead and initiate the process, call you, and get the ball rolling on getting your score up?
Good question, man. That's a great question. You got to make sure that your budget is in order, okay? Make sure that you have a little bit of money to put towards getting your credit repaired, to put towards making sure you have a budget, first of all, to pay your bills on time. As long as you got a good budget, as long as you have a little bit of extra money that you can invest towards credit repair, then do that for sure. And if you got to sacrifice going out to the club, if you got to sacrifice going out all the time and going out to eat all the time, then you're going to have to do that as well. Sacrifice something to get your credit in order. That way you can look at the longevity of things. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you can make those sacrifices and as long as you can set your budget up straight, most definitely go for it. But if you ain't got no budget set up and you barely getting by, you don't want to do credit repair until you know that you got a little bit of money coming in to where you can be able to do that. Sure.
And quick question from the chat. Stallion, that's our guy Stallion. He says, what's a good FICO score?
So the sweet number, I'm telling you, y'all get this, write it down, put it in, is 680.
680.
Okay. They gonna say, well, you got a good score. Now, once you get past that 727, 37, 50, they're going to say you have an excellent credit score. But a good score is a 680. 680 and above.
680. Gotcha. Look, I'm taking notes.
Yeah, I've been taking notes. Good shot. Okay, wait.
I ain't got to write that down. I'm putting that back here. 680.
Tell me I got my house. Hey, I'm telling you.
I'm about to play them numbers for the lottery. 680.
680.
Now I've been seeing these new apps that have been coming out that boost your score by like it counts your rent and like all these little subscriptions, to help boost your credit score. What do you think about those? Like, is that like another scam or another way for people to?
It's the real deal. It is not new. I used that years ago, 2016, before everybody knew about it. Yeah. Credit is called, what was called Credit My Rent, where they will take your rent payments and put it towards your credit report.
Yes.
Okay. So you most definitely want to check that out. She said, I do not go to 1,000. But credit rent reporting. I just see the note. But rent reporting is good for you. Make sure that they release reporting to one or two, at least two, because you have some that just report to one, such as TransUnion. You want to make sure they report at least 2 to 3 of them, or if they can do all of them, that's good. But that's good. Rent reporting. Chime, okay, but Kickoff, KIKOFF is real good because all it's going to do is take a trade line and put it on your credit report. So you most definitely, those are positive things that can be on your credit report while you taking off the negatives or expert taking off.
Because usually your credit score don't show like your rental history when it comes to like apartments and things like that, right? They don't normally show that.
It doesn't. That's why you have those websites like Credit My Rent or things like that. I don't even know if Credit My Rent still exists because I did that back in Self. I'm glad he said Self. I did that back in 2016.
Yeah, they're good too.
Yeah, Self is good too. But yeah, man, stuff like that. Yeah, that'll be good for them. But they can go back to 2 years payment history. So they'll go back to 2 years of how long you've been paying your rent. That shoots goes up.
See, that's good. That's good because I usually pay my rent on time, but I'm just like, this never even goes on my daggone credit.
And I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad. I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm glad you mentioned that, but I got to say this. Trade lines. If you have somebody that have a good credit card usage and you can piggyback on their credit cards, make sure you get on that. Make sure you get on trade lines because that'll shoot your scores up 100 to 150 points. I don't see scores shoot up 200 points just by getting on somebody's credit card.
Can you explain what trade lines are to some people that don't know what a trade line is?
Yeah, so it's positive things reporting on your credit report file. Excuse me, but you have some trade lines that you have credit cards that have age on it. So you may have a credit card that's 10 years old, and if you was able to be an authorized user on that, it'll report on your credit profile and not hurt their credit profile at all. The person who you've been an authorized user on their credit profile, and it shoots your scores up just based off the history on it and based off the line of credit that they have. For sure.
Let me go ahead and call my grandmother.
yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Do be the ones. Get somebody on it. Yeah, but you have some people, if they don't understand it, they'll be scared to put you on there. But you let them know it's not going to hurt you, but it's going to help me. Just as long as they're paying it on time.
880.
Yep.
And look, we got to make sure people stop putting the babies on your credit, jacking up the baby's credit before they get the doggone middle school, man. I get tired of hearing that. So many times I done heard the light bill in this kid's name and this and that, and then they don't pay the bill, it gets charged off. Now when they're 18 years old, ready to go to school, they got a 350 because mama, done jacked up their credit when they come on, man.
I can tell you the story, brother. I can tell you the story about that. For sure.
I can imagine. So one of the last things I want to touch on, and then we're gonna get you to put your information out, and we'll call it a night. Student loan and medical debt. A lot of people, I hear a lot of mixed stuff about that. I'm hearing that it doesn't hold weight. I'm hearing that it does hold weight. It doesn't report. It does report. What's the skinny on student loan and medical debt?
Okay, both of them do hold weight, but you have some, like you say, you're trying to get a mortgage. You have some mortgage companies that don't even care about the medical stuff, but they may care about the student loan stuff. So both of them do hold weight. I'm gonna say that. But can it get deleted? Most definitely. Student loan forgiveness, the government, they got all these student loan forgiveness programs and things like that, and that can most definitely get deleted on there. But it does hold weight to a certain extent, just depending on which mortgage lender look at it or not. So it all depends for sure on that. Yeah, it all depends.
Because a friend of mine, she's paying like $1,500 a month for her daughter's student loan. She's paying back, and I'm like, isn't there programs that help you with that?
Oh,
yes,
man,
$1,500. Cousin is $1,500. She went to A&T, and she's paying $1,500 a month.
Man.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do some research for her to figure out, like, it's like you said, there's like programs out there, right, to maybe possibly help or.
Most definitely. There's a lot of programs that will most definitely help. I can't think of them off the back, but when I do, when I do get them, I'll get back with you on that. But I don't believe you have to pay that much for sure.
Because that's ridiculous. I mean, if I have to pay $1,500 a month, I'd be like, baby boy, you in the trade.
That's right. And people don't realize, man, that stuff affects your debt to income ratio. When you're trying to get a house or trying to get a loan, it really does affect that. That does play a big factor when it comes to
Yes.
We got another question from Stallion. Go ahead, read it, Shy. You go ahead.
Okay. Would you ever recommend combining 2 higher balance credit cards and transfer one of them in it? Rate free to pay back quicker?
Most definitely, man. You do have credit cards that'll let you do that as well. I know Discover. I know American Express may let you do that as well, depending on which ones you get. The American Express Blue, you have Discover, you have Capital Ones that'll let you transfer that debt to another credit card just to bring down your credit card usage. And when that statement they come out on that, it ain't gonna do nothing but help shoot your scores up. So I most definitely recommend that. I'm glad you asked that question for sure.
Yeah.
Great question.
So I guess just to kind of wrap it up a little bit. So for our listeners that are feeling really discouraged about their credit, I know you said a lot of great things, but I guess to kind of put it all together, what's your message to them?
Anything that's on your credit score does not define you. Let me say that. Your credit score does not define you. And just because we have a high credit score 1 month, life happens. Life happens. It may drop your credit score the next month, but guess what? You can fix that as long as you lock in on it and focus on it. You can fix it, and you can fix it, like I said, within the 3 to 5 month time frame. And it'll depend on how much you have on your credit. It may take a year, but as long as you focus on it, as long as you focus on getting your stuff fixed, whatever it is that you focus on, you can get it fixed. So don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged, because that can happen to anybody at any given time.
Yep.
Life happens, for sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank
So
you,
Antoine, oh yeah, man, much appreciation, much love for coming through. Do you have your information or website where people can reach out and get your services?
Yes. Well, right now my website is being revamped. It's PadenCreditSolutions.com, but it's being revamped right now. So if you try to get it, you want me to get it to it right now, because I'm adding on the life insurance portion in that. I'm having somebody working with that, so where they can click on if they want life insurance as well, and you get a major discount by doing that. But with that being said, you can call me at 864-901-2939 or text me, say credit help, and I'll send you my information from there. Or you can reach out to me through email at Paden Credit Solutions with an S on the end at gmail.com. Paden Credit Solutions at gmail.com. Or you can find me on Facebook or Instagram. My Facebook is Antoine Paden, my first and last name, and my Instagram is Antoine the Credit Fixer, all like one word, Antoine the Credit Fixer.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is real quick, I'm gonna put those links up. Let me go ahead and type it. Okay, we got 864-901. What's the last four?
2939.
2939. I'm gonna put that up, and I'm gonna leave that up for a second for those who want to take your number. And then what's your email?
It's Paden, Paden, Credit Solutions with an S on the end at gmail.com.
Credit Solutions.
I'm searching you right now. Okay. And that Instagram was Paden Credit Expert, you said?
And the Instagram is Antoine the Credit Fixer.
Okay.
Antoine the Credit Fixer.
All right. Paden Credit Solutions with a S at Gmail. I'm looking at Joseph Bernard.
I found you.
All right, so we got your numbers there for those that want to contact you direct. Look at JB. You can contact him for a small fee. Boy, JB.
No point, man. Hey, but no, man, I appreciate the invite to this, man. I appreciate you connecting us, man. This was great, man.
Absolutely, yeah, because he told me about you. He told me about you because when I told him we were going to crank up and bring the business show on this side, Winning at the Game of Life, and he basically he's been co-signing for you for a minute, and he's been just basically saying how much of a beast you are and how you are good at what you do. So when he told me, I'm like, man, listen, it's only perfect and only fitting. We got to get him on the show, man, and let him bless our audience and bless the people. So right here, as you can see, we have right there in the chat the email right there. And as he said, on Facebook, as you see his name down there, let me pull it down right quick.
And on Instagram is Antoine the Credit Fixer.
Antoine
I just
the
followed
Credit
you,
Fixer.
Antoine.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you back, Shay, because I can't wait to hear that report, man. It's gonna be awesome.
And then, you know what? That's another thing I want to say real quick before we get you out of here. Because I went and check your Facebook out, and I love the fact that you celebrate people's wins. Like when people level up and their credit game goes to another level, and they're giving you, the updates, and you celebrate. It's like you can tell that it's not just I'm gonna do this and make some money. You really want to see everybody win, which that's a beautiful thing. I love it.
Yep.
That's the main reason why I do it, bro. Just to see people win, man, like I do.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to get on up out of here, man. Once again, we thank you for your time, and we got your contact information, and I'm going to be in touch. Like I said,
Yes.
look. I got to get my 838 credit score up 12 points and get that perfect 850.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. For sure.
Yeah.
You know I'm bullshitting about that 838, but I still got to get my
You speaking into existence, though. You speaking into existence.
Hey, it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. But
yeah, and I'm gonna have my son contact you too, because he's
okay, great.
Like I said, he's about to go to the Air Force, and I know they get the VA loans and all that other good stuff. So I want him prepared to know how he should handle his money. So
no, that'd be great.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Sure.
So before we get you out of here, Antoine, I gotta ask you first things first. You college football fan? Got a team?
Gamecocks, and we suck right now, bro. South Carolina Gamecocks, man.
It's all good. I'm glad you didn't say Clemson. I think Joseph Bernard is glad because he can't stand Clemson. I ain't never seen.
I don't like him either.
Really? Because I used to live in South Carolina. I used to live in Columbia and Mullins. I used to live all over South Carolina. So I had a couple family members that went to Clemson. But
you lived in Columbia, so you should have been a Gamecock fan.
I was. I had to. I was. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, good.
Well, us poor us poor Miami fans over here, we kind of hot after what happened the other day in Dallas. But nevertheless, we have our ritual and we have our routine and our tradition that we do. Like we brought the show in, we got to throw the U up. So every guest, I know South Carolina's your team, but it might feel better, man. It might make you feel a little bit better as we get on out of here.
Man, because I'm on
Give you a little brightness and stuff like that, man. We need you to throw it up. We need you to throw the U up as we get on up out of here. But like I said, man, once again, thanks again for all you've done. Thanks for blessing us. And to everybody watching, man, you know you need to improve something. This is the man you need to see. You got his contact information. Reach out. Make it happen.
Start now. Don't wait.
Make it. Definitely. Sis, you got some departing words before we get up out of here?
No, actually, tonight I don't. I think tonight was a great show. I learned so much. I took so many notes, and I just thank you so much, Antoine. I'm excited. Like, remember I was telling you, I feel like I'm going through a breakthrough. This is a new chapter for me. So this is a great way for me to start my chapter, bro. Fixing my credit. So thank you, Antoine.
Absolutely. Thank you. So my departing words is, listen, stay prayed up, stay safe. And this show right here really is teaching, if you haven't learned, you should have learned that anything can happen. You're not deadlocked into whatever situation you're in. You can change your situation. And a brother around here, man, he showed it. So
absolutely.
Start every show. Oh, real quick, I got to put the disclaimer out. The podcast app, again, get the podcast app, because as we transition, we got Thursday night on our hype show. We got the Marks brothers that played for the Dolphins. We got Mark Duper, and we got Mark Clayton. Dan Marino's 1-2 go-to guys back in the day. They're going to be on. We got other guests coming on. Very important. As you get those interviews, there is the membership fee to be able to access those interviews. But everything else, you got 3 levels. D chops them up. You're going to get different variations of that. But overall, the app itself is free. And as Shai told you, you come on that app, you'll be able to join the Battle Royal because we was going on.
Absolutely.
We're going to get up out of here. Antoine, I need you to throw it up with us. Represent. There it is. You know how we start every show, and you know how we end every show. It ain't no us.
Without you, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all know how we do. We'll be back next week.
Cowboys game. It's on. I'm a Cowboys fan. Don't judge me. I don't care. It's on.
Notice how I got quiet. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's all good.
So enjoy the game, guys.
Enjoy the game. Hey, it's real talk. We love you. We'll see you next week. Peace.
See y'all later, y'all. Love you. Peace.
From the heart of the city to the edge of the world, telling stories of black kings and queens.
It's Utah, baby.
Every topic, every voice, like a new kind of pearl, shining light on truths to make the future swirl. It's real talk, baby. baby. El Frank and Shy Blue coming through, baby. Real topics, real stuff for the people, baby. Buckle up and let's roll with real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. It's you talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. From the heart of the city to the edge of the world.
It's you talk, baby.
Kings and queens, but boy,